Hello, I'm Omar from Parvaiz Dental Practice, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to have bright and white teeth. So the first tip for today is to make sure you're brushing your teeth twice a day. This helps remove the bacteria and food that gets stuck to the teeth during the day. Another tip is to make sure your toothbrush head is changed every 3 to 6 months. This makes sure that when you're brushing your teeth, the bristles of the brush are removing the outer stains. An electric toothbrush is really handy because it does all the hard work for you. The next thing I want to talk about is flossing. When you brush your teeth, you're only able to clean about 65% of the tooth surfaces. So without flossing, you're not able to effectively clean all your mouth. This leads to staining in between the teeth. So either use floss or interdental brushes to make sure you're getting in between the teeth. Okay, so let's talk about whitening toothpastes. Whitening toothpaste are a great way to remove external stains on the tooth surface. They work by using abrasive particles within the toothpaste to rub against the top of the tooth surface. These lift those stains. However, you do want to be a bit careful when you are using whitening toothpaste. You want to be careful not to overbrush. Overbrushing will lead to increased sensitivity. Now, let's talk about home remedies and home DIY hacks. There are a lot of things out there on the internet. The problem is a lot of these forms of whitening or whitening your teeth will actually be a bit too abrasive for your teeth. This will lead to you stripping the enamel on the front surface of your tooth and exposing the underlying structure. So you need to be really careful and try to avoid using them. Many people don't realise that food and drink can have a massive impact on the colour of your teeth. Drinking stuff like teas, coffees, red wine and eating high coloured foods like curries can all dull the appearance of your teeth. Now, in the ideal world, we'd advise you to not have any of those things. However, we know that's difficult. So, a little trick is to use a straw when you are drinking your teas and coffees. But just be a bit careful because it will make everything a lot hotter than what it was. The next helpful tip is to use sugar-free chewing gum after you've had a meal. This helps promote your saliva production. The more saliva you have, the quicker you get rid of the food and bacteria that's stuck in between the teeth and reduce the staining. Okay, so what do you do when you've tried all these methods and the staining isn't improving? This is when it's quite useful to see your hygienist for a normal scale and polish. Sometimes you might need something a bit more extensive called airflow treatments, which is something we offer at Parvaiz Dental Practice, which is a great way of removing all those stubborn stains. So this brings us on to what do you do when you have an issue with the colour of your teeth rather than the external stains. This is when whitening is quite useful. And it's important to see a professional dentist to understand how to whiten your teeth effectively and safely. There are over-the-counter products available to whiten your teeth, and they can be quite useful. They use a low percentage of whitening formula to whiten the teeth. However, when you see your dentist, you can be prescribed a much higher concentration, which is a lot more effective. I hope you found this video useful. And if you have, please share it with your family and friends. I'm Dr Omar Parvaiz. It's been a pleasure talking to you.